Series title The Hidden Map, Episode 1 The Discovery. Narrator Farhan and Cameron were rummaging through their school library's old archives for a history project when Farhan stumbled upon an ancient, dusty book. Hey, Cameron, check this out. This book has a hidden compartment. Inside, they found a folded, weathered map. Strange symbols and a phrase were scribbled across it. To those who seek, the lost treasure speaks. Treasure? This has to be a prank, right? What if it's not? What if this map leads to something real? They noticed the map pointed to a location right in their town, a spot in the old park they had always ignored. Only one way to find out. Let's go. Little did they know, this was no ordinary map. It was the start of an extraordinary journey. To be continued. Episode 2, The Hidden Passage. Following the map, Farhan and Kamran reached the old park. The map led them to an abandoned fountain covered in vines. The map says the entrance is beneath the fountain. How do we move this thing? They spotted a loose stone on the side. Farhan pressed it, and the ground shook as the fountain slid aside, revealing a staircase leading underground. Whoa, this is real. Let's go before someone sees us. Descending the stairs, they entered a dimly lit tunnel lined with strange carvings and symbols. The air was thick with mystery. This looks ancient. What could be down here? But as they ventured deeper, they heard faint whispers echoing through the tunnel. Tell me you heard that. Yeah, and it's coming from up ahead. Let's keep moving. They didn't realize they weren't alone. To be continued. Episode 3, The Guardian's Warning. Farhan and Kamran followed the whispers to a grand underground chamber. At its center was a glowing pedestal with a strange artifact, a golden compass. Kamran, is that the treasure? A compass? It's glowing. It has to be important. As Farhan reached for the compass, the room filled with light, and a figure materialized, an ancient guardian. You have found the compass of truth. But beware, for with knowledge comes responsibility. What responsibility? We just found it by accident. Guardian, this compass reveals hidden truths and guides the worthy to greater treasures. But misuse it, and chaos will follow. The Guardian's warning hung in the air as the compass pulsed with light. Should we take it? What if we're not worthy? We've come this far. Let's find out. As Kamran grabbed the compass, the chamber trembled, and the whispers grew louder. Your journey has just begun. Episode 4, The First Truth. With the compass of truth in hand, Farhan and Kamran rushed out of the underground chamber as it began collapsing behind them. The compass began glowing and spinning wildly before stopping and pointing east. It's leading us somewhere. Let's follow it. The brothers followed the compass to an abandoned train station on the outskirts of town. Inside, they found a rusted locker with the same strange symbols as the compass. Open it, Farhan. Farhan opened the locker to find an ancient journal filled with sketches and cryptic notes. Farhan, this journal, it's from the 1800s. It talks about a hidden treasure scattered across the world. Suddenly, the compass began to glow again, and a ghostly figure appeared. It was the journal's author. Figure, you hold the key to uniting the treasures, but beware, others will try to take it from you. The brothers realized this wasn't just about treasure, it was about protecting something. Episode 5, The Chase. With the journal and compass in their bag, Farhan and Kamran left the train station, but they weren't alone. A group of shadowy figures watched from the darkness. I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's get out of here now. The brothers broke into a sprint, but the figures chased them through the streets. One of them yelled, Figure, hand over the compass. You don't know what you're dealing with. Why do they always say that? Just keep running. They ducked into a narrow alley and hid behind some crates, holding their breath as the figures ran past. We need to figure out who they are and why they want the compass so badly. First, let's not get caught. Then we'll figure out the rest. The compass glowed again, pointing to another location. The brothers knew they couldn't stop now. Wherever this leads, we have to finish what we started. To be continued. Episode 6, The Ancient Key. The compass led Farhan and Kamran to a deserted museum. Inside, they followed its glow to a hidden exhibit, an ancient artifact shaped like a key. This key looks like it fits into something important. As Farhan reached for the key, a trap was triggered and the room filled with smoke. Kamran, look out! They managed to grab the key and escape just as the shadowy figures burst into the museum. They're everywhere. What do? We keep moving. The compass will guide us. With the key in the journal, the brothers were closer to the truth, but danger was closing in. To be continued. Episode 7, The Hidden Fortress. The compass led Farhan and Kamran deep into the forest on the outskirts of town. After hours of walking, they came across a crumbling fortress hidden behind thick vines. This place looks straight out of a movie. Are we sure about this? The compass brought us here. There has to be something important inside. Inside the fortress, they found a vast hall filled with ancient murals depicting treasures, battles, and a mysterious glowing emblem that matched the key they had found. Looks like the key fits into that emblem. Should we try it? Only one way to find out. As Farhan inserted the key, the ground trembled and a hidden staircase appeared, spiraling down into the depths of the fortress. Let me guess, more danger awaits, and more answers. Let's go. They descended into the unknown, the shadowy figures still trailing their every move. To be continued. Episode 8, The Chamber of Secrets. At the bottom of the staircase, Farhan and Kamran found themselves in a massive underground chamber. At its center was a pedestal holding an orb glowing with golden light. Farhan, this must be what the journal was talking about, the heart of time. It's beautiful, but it's too quiet. I don't trust this. Just as Farhan reached for the orb, the shadowy figures appeared, blocking their exit. Leader of figures, hand over the heart of time. You don't understand its power. How about no? The brothers darted behind a pillar as the figures advanced. Farhan whispered, Farhan, the journal said the compass can protect us. Let's use it. The compass glowed brightly, creating a shield around them. The figures were thrown back, but the chamber began collapsing. Farhan, grab the orb and let's get out of here. They grabbed the orb and ran as the chamber crumbled around them, barely escaping with their lives. Episode 9, The Truth Revealed. Safe outside the fortress, Farhan and Kamran studied the orb. It projected a hologram of the ancient guardian. Guardian, the heart of time is not a treasure, but a key to balance. Protect it, for if it falls into the wrong hands, chaos will reign. So, it's not about treasure, it's about protecting the world. No pressure or anything. Suddenly, the shadowy figures emerged from the forest, led by their menacing leader. You don't know what you're dealing with. That power belongs to us. Farhan and Kamran exchanged a look. They knew they couldn't let the heart of time fall into the wrong hands. Kamran, ready to fight for this? Always. The final battle was about to begin. To be continued. Episode 9, The Truth Revealed. Safe outside the fortress, Farhan and Kamran studied the orb. It projected a hologram of the ancient guardian. Guardian, the heart of time is not a treasure, but a key to balance. Protect it, for if it falls into the wrong hands, chaos will reign. So, it's not about treasure, it's about protecting the world. No pressure or anything. Suddenly, the shadowy figures emerged from the forest, led by their menacing leader. You don't know what you're dealing with. That power belongs to us. Farhan and Kamran exchanged a look. They knew they couldn't let the heart of time fall into the wrong hands. Kamran, ready to fight for this? Always. The final battle was about to begin. To be continued. Episode 10, Part 1, The Final Stand. The shadowy figures closed in as Farhan and Kamran stood their ground, the heart of time glowing brightly in Farhan's hands. We're outnumbered, Farhan. Any brilliant ideas? Just one. Trust the compass. The compass began spinning wildly and released a burst of light, revealing a hidden mechanism on the heart of time. Guardian's voice. Activate it to summon its true power. Farhan pressed the mechanism, and the heart of time erupted with golden energy, creating a barrier that pushed the figures back. Leader of figures. No, you don't understand what you're doing. The energy from the heart of time formed a portal, showing glimpses of a world in perfect harmony, a world the brothers were destined to protect. Kamran, what is this? It's beautiful. To be continued. Episode 10, Part 2, The Final Stand. Farhan and Kamran stared at the portal, realizing the weight of their responsibility. I think this is why we were chosen, to guard this balance. Realizing they couldn't let the heart of time fall into the wrong hands, Farhan made a decision. Kamran, we have to hide it where no one can find it, even us. The compass pointed to the portal, signaling its final destination. Are we really doing this? We have to. Together, they threw the heart of time into the portal, sealing it forever. The portal closed with a flash, and the shadowy figures vanished, their power gone. Well, that was intense. But it's over. We did it. As the sun rose, Farhan and Kamran stood side by side, knowing their lives would never be the same, but they were ready for whatever came next. The end. Or is it?